The United States has more than 1 million miles of large-scale underground pipes transporting fluids, moving water, wastewater, oil, and gasoline. But what happens when there's a leak? Fixing those pipes is no easy task, and every day, many municipal employees and private contractors jeopardize their safety repairing them. Today on Inside the Blueprint, how Diamond Chain is protecting saw operators down in the trenches.
Fixing pipes for saw operators is dangerous in a few ways. The first is when those pipes are underground that require excavation, removing the material around the pipe so that they can be cut. The process of cutting conventionally has been done with circular blade cutoff saws. Operators have to maneuver the saw in awkward ways that can create unique hazards in that particular application, the primary hazard being kickback. The kickback hazard related to cutoff saws is one of the primary focuses of our engineering and design efforts. Our products are intended to mitigate that hazard. The abrasive chainsaw is safer because you can cut the pipe completely from one side and you don't have to engage the kickback zone to make a complete and full cut, unlike the cutoff saw.
The state of Oregon is recognized as the birthplace of the modern chainsaw, and Oregon Tool has led the way with revolutionary cutting tools for 75 years.
At Oregon Tool, we are the leaders in precision cutting tools, but this didn't happen overnight. Our heritage story is one that most companies would love to have. It's a great American story. A little over 75 years ago, a man, a tinkerer, an intellectually curious logger named Joe Buford Cox was out clearing the forest after one of the great Tillamook forest fires of the 30s and 40s near Portland, Oregon. This was in 1945. Logging companies popped up in the forest after the fires went out to make it easier for forestry restoration. Joe was one of those loggers who went in to help clear the forest. You know, that day he observed several timber beetle larvae about the size of a little finger making great progress cutting and ripping from side to side versus burrowing or scratching straight ahead. You know, chainsaw chain back then tended to have straighter teeth for burrowing through the wood, but were really slow and not very efficient. Curious Joe took the big larvae back to his Portland, Oregon basement for a closer inspection of how they cut wood so efficiently. So by observing these bugs that had C-shaped jaws under a magnifying glass, he designed, manufactured, and patented the chipper saw chain and started the Oregon Saw Chain Company in 1947. So from a basement in Portland, Oregon, revolutionizing the timber industry, to a multinational corporation with customers all over the world, it's fair to say that Oregon Saw Chain founder Joe Cox, inspired by nature, was a pioneer. Our why is simply to build on our legacy of precision cutting innovation so that pros can power through the toughest jobs.
But how has this company transformed the chainsaw industry forever?
Our chain development program has been ongoing for about 30 years. It was born from our experience in developing wood saw chain. The products we have developed include diamond chain for cutting concrete, stone, and brick materials, and more recently our power grit diamond chain for cutting pipe materials, specifically in trench applications. The kickback research that was conducted shows that a circular blade cutoff saw produces nearly twice as much kickback energy as a power grit chainsaw. The benefits of the power grit saw are the ability to cut from a single point of access, meaning to cut from one side of the pipe. That means less excavation, but also the ability to cut up to a 24-inch diameter pipe from one side. We've designed our power grit saw to have the smallest possible kickback zone, unlike the circular blade cutoff saw, which has a far larger kickback zone.
They understand the importance of investing in the right tools. That's why they design solutions that improve safety and control while cutting pipes.
The diamond coating that we use in power grit chain is unique in how it's applied to the cutter. As diamonds wear and fracture and pop out, the cutting loads are transferred to new diamonds. This allows the diamond coating to maintain performance through the entire life of the chain.
Unlike wood-cutting chainsaws, power grit chainsaws are designed to grind away material instead of chipping.
The difference between grinding and chipping when it comes to the cutting application, typically wood-cutting chainsaws form a chip as the chain is moving through the cut. For power grit, As the chain is moving through the material, it's actually grinding away small amounts of the material, but very fast and quickly over time.
Oregon Tool has created an undisputed reputation as the leader in cutting tools.
Our core values or guiding principles that will dictate behavior and be that unwavering guide for our organization, they are leading with humility. So we believe in inspiring, listening, learning, and rolling up our sleeves to get to work together. Our pioneering spirit, so really born from Joe Buford Cox, our heritage story, we have a deep-rooted desire to innovate and grow. Global stewardship, so we serve a higher purpose than the products we make and are devoted to positively impacting people, communities, and landscapes around the world. And finally, own it. So we are accountable for every action, so we do what we say we'll do. And so our values really share our story, and our story shares our values.
Their commitment to quality has earned them the title of the world's leading innovator of professional-grade precision cutting tools and equipment.
Made for smooth portability, efficiency, and agility, the Power Grit Diamond Chain is considered a jack of all trades. With its unique versatility, users can cut through ductile iron, cast iron, HDPE, PVC, AC pipe, vitrified clay, and the like.
We are certainly proud of where we've been and where we are, but we're even more excited about where we're going at Oregon Tool.
For more information on how to reduce the risks on your labor force with more efficient and versatile tools, visit icsdiamondtools.com. And of course, visit us at InsideTheBlueprint.com.